maybe just one other brief thing, I think, on consultation, yeah?
Yeah.
I think it is, I completely understand why one of the triggering issues in this whole case is that there's a very short 6-month period, and it didn't look as if LTA was ready for consultation at all. In fact, they didn't say anything about consultation when they announced the plans, even though we know after the fact that they did some, market fencing and user tests and so on. But if you are going to do consultations in agency, I would say that you actually have to do that with the view of being ready to completely change your policy or decision if the consultation tells you that, And I think one of the concerns here, and I think maybe one of the factors is that if you are already pretty sure that you have a reasonable technical reason for going ahead of the plan, and the reason here that you save money, people seem to be okay with it and so on, right? Then you get very cautious about doing a consultation because secretly you're not so prepared to actually reverse course.
Right.
And yeah, I think that's the issue, right? So can we have a culture in Singapore where agencies are more ready to say, we do not in fact know whether A, B, or C is the best. We have good reasons for all of them. Maybe we actually prefer A to B and C, but we're willing to put them forward to the public, tell the public why we think A is kind of better, and then see what happens. But agencies, I think, have a lot of caution about doing that. And I would even say that some of this caution comes from the public reacting badly to these things sometimes. The classic example I would give you is some minister says, oh, we can do A, B, and C. Which one do you want? And then the public says, hey, wait a minute, I'm paying you good money so that you do
I was just going to say that. Yeah, I was just going to say that. Yeah.
Okay, so
I was just going to. Yeah,
can I just talk about the consultation part? Like, I would say that that bringing in consultations at a very late stage might be a problem because, like you said, what if they say, hey, I don't think this system works, man, and if you wasted all that sort of money and effort that you spent to develop the system, which is why, like, I think consultations and user research should be brought in like way, early in the game, where it's not just about pushing through what you want. It's about looking at how people use systems and then developing solutions for that. And also, of course, integrating all the different features that you want, right? Like, bringing a user research expert in at a late stage, it's kind of like just giving you points. Oh yeah, you did everything well. I think if that's the case.
Yeah, so I guess there's also there are a lot of compounding factors as well, right? And one of it is the idea that a lot of times certain policies are made and it seems like Singaporeans are excluded from it. And when, Arun said, I'm reading his comment in the context of the government's recent push to be more consultative and to co-design policy, which probably requires a lot more transparency and not just communication, but dialogue between the government. Like, how often have we heard, right, when a person goes for a dialogue with the government and then they would say, oh, that wasn't a dialogue, that was a briefing or what. It could be real, it could be the perception, right? But we've heard
could have been an email.
We've heard that so many times. So I guess there is maybe the culture needs to change as well.